We are live. We're going to do our show, the 24K live show. It's a internet live radio show. You can go to vibe106.com if you want to listen to it on the radio on the move. If not, you can jump on YouTube, which is where we are, or Facebook. I want to wish everybody a happy Sunday and know that everything that we do is to help you elevate your mind, your body, and your brand. Most importantly, just elevate your life. Less stress, less drama, more love, more success. That's what we're talking about, and that's what we're looking to do. Listen, you can call into the show, or actually you can text into the show. It is 419-972-1922. We are live. You are listening to the 24K Life on Vibe106.com, home of R&B, old school, new school, Motown, hip hop, reggae, and 90s, 80s, and so much more. Listen, we are 24/7 music, not just music, the best music. We are in the study of the Vibe House, where we reset your mind, your money, your momentum every Sunday at 2:30 Eastern. I'm your host, Derek Gant, and around here, we do not chase mediocrity. We dominate and walk in our divinity. This show is about living the 24K life, mastering your mind, your money, your body, and your soul so that you can live boldly and unapologetically at your highest level. Everybody wants greater, but very few are willing to fight for it. You need to build your life through discipline, which makes freedom possible. Today, we're not just talking about motivation. We're going to talk about identity. We're going to help you continue to build your code. The 24K life isn't just my lifestyle. It's my standard. It's how I say yes. It's how I say no, how I build momentum that doesn't fade. And if you are tired of borrowing life and you're ready to win, you're ready to own it, this is the one for you. Hey, welcome to the Vibe106.com.
I'm sure you've heard the news. Financial freedom is within your reach, thanks to Derek Gant. With over 25 years of experience, Derek's 24K life philosophy transforms everyday challenges into stepping stones for success. Imagine mastering your finances, setting and crushing your goals, and shifting your mindset to elite levels. Derek empowers you with tools for financial freedom and measurable results. His strategies are crafted to ensure you live the life you've always dreamed of. From his book to engaging workshops and online content, Derek's insights are designed just for you. Start your journey today and turn your aspirations into achievements. Visit derekgant.com. It's time to live your 24K life. Are you ready?
Hey, I hope you're ready. Let's lock in, family. If you're driving, if you're home, hey, if you're home, make sure you grab a pen and paper. We're going to dive into some things that are really hot about what you can do to really change the flow of your life. And I don't know if you think about it. I can promise you that people who don't think about the trajectory of their life, the flow of what's going on, the stress and the struggle, or the thrive and the winning, if you're not thinking about it, then it will never change. And unfortunately, that just simply means that you are not interested in elevating what you're doing. So today, we are going to press play. One of my favorite sayings, and it's such a favorite saying, that one year my kids got me a sweatshirt. It says, play to win. And what that means to me is that I don't do anything that I don't think I can win at. And if you believe that you have a choice in this life to play or not play, you're wrong. Either you're playing the game or you're dead. And if you're going to be in this game called life, I believe that you should be playing to win. If not, then you are an NPC. And I don't know if you know what NPC is, but ask anyone, your kids who play video games. I didn't know what an NPC was until Dell told me. DJ, this track all-star that plays video games, was talking about NPCs, and I stopped him. Time out, DJ. What is an NPC? Non-player character. That means you're not effective in the game. You're just an extra behind the scenes. I believe you should be leading your life. You should be the hero of your life. You should be the focal point of your life. And if you are not, that means that you are an NPC in everyone else's life. So we're not here just to sit by idly. We're here to get it straight, to get unstuck. And I'm praying that you understand that this is all a part of your journey and that you are exactly where you need to be at this moment, but you don't have to stay there. Now, you may want to stay there if life is going great, but man, if you're struggling, if you're striving versus thriving, why would you want to stay there? You're where you're supposed to be because you are a culmination of every decision that you've made that got you where you are. And if you know me, you know that I believe in radical ownership. And if you believe in radical ownership, you're simply saying, hey, I made the choices to get me where I got, so I have to own that. But this is not where I want to be. I want to be somewhere greater. And my strategy, my philosophy, now you got to have your own strategy and philosophy. I'm simply here to lay down the foundation of what a great strategy could be. And for me, my strategy is to own what I've done, to figure out how I can do it better, and then undertake the things that only apply to my life and my family and my tribe and my community to make it better. My strategy is also to get your money in order so that you have the capacity to get your health in order. And what does that truly mean? It means it's really tough to go out and say, I'm going to eat healthy and buy organic food when your money's all messed up and you can't afford to go buy that food. It's really tough to say, I'm going to get in better physical shape when you might need a trainer to help you do that, but you can't afford to pay the trainer. You get what you ask for. And I'm simply suggesting asking for better resources, primarily more money to afford you the luxury of going to get the things that will support you in being your own hero or shero, as LaJoya Hamilton would say. She's a life coach that has a program that focuses on sheroes, getting your identity together so that you can be the heroine in your story. But I digress. I hope that as I'm praying for this for you and for myself, that you're praying, meditating, journaling, and looking for a breakthrough. And what I'm going to share with you today is the reason why you've been struggling so far. And I promise you, it's probably everyone. Now, it might not be everyone, but most of us. And the reason that you're not able to break through is not because you're lazy. It's definitely not because you're unworthy. You are definitely worthy. The reason you're not breaking through consistently is because you're being double-minded. Double-minded. That means that you are thinking about more than one thing on one topic. And so the cool part is that this is something that with a little bit of work, some homework, we can fix this. If you want to add to this repertoire of our conversation, you can text the show at 419-972-1922. We're going to get your text message, right? And we're going to answer your questions, or we're going to offer your input if it's valid. If it's not valid, I'm going to skip it. But where do we get the foundation of this double-mindedness? I get it from James 1:8. James 1:8 says, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Unstable in all his ways. Now, I'm going to ask our illustrious producer, Charles Reynolds. Sir Charles. Charles, don't text the show, because when you text the show, my attention immediately averts to, what's the producer telling me? I got to change something up. Maybe they can't hear me. But I appreciate the compliments. He just texted me and said, yeah, that NPC thing is a real thing. I like that. And I like that you like it, Charles, because it's not you, but it's the people that might be in your vicinity. But listen, the scripture says a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. And what you need in life is to be stable. You need the foundation. If you look at anything ever in the history of ever. We're talking construction. We're talking school. We're talking your body, your money, your job, your children. Everything has to have an incredible solid foundation to build on. The Bible also says if you build your house on sand, guess what? That ish is going to get washed away. So we need to build on a solid foundation, and that means a solid mindset. Being double-minded, an example would be you're saying one thing, but you're actually doing another. You're thinking, I want to lose some weight, so I'm going to watch what I eat. But as soon as you say it, you go grab a burger. You grab that bag of chips. You go for those alcoholic drinks with all the calories in them and the sugar. You know, you say you want peace, but you keep inviting chaos. You know, when you watch the news too much and you've already seen the news cycle, but it keeps repeating, you're just adding chaos to your mindset. And if you think that it's not done on purpose, if you don't think that they show you those news stories and only the bad news stories on purpose all day, you're not in the game. As Charles would say, I like that NPC idea because you are being an NPC. And you don't want to do that. When you're praying for abundance, but your energy screams fear, that's being double-minded. So you say, hey, I really want a blessing. I told a client this couple weeks ago. They said, man, I really am tired of this struggling. I'm really praying for God to find a solution, to send me a solution. And I couldn't take it. Listen, I literally could not take it. I couldn't hold my tongue. I said, listen, you tell me that right now, after we've been working together for 4 months, that you are praying for a solution when you have a 6'3" Black man with 30 years of investment and money management experience telling you exactly what to do, play by play. I'm giving you the playbook. You refuse to run the play. You keep changing the play at the line of scrimmage and running your own play. You keep spending. You keep ordering stuff from Amazon. You keep going into the main account for your personal needs versus the bill. I said, you're praying for something. God's not sending anything else until you finish this. He's not going to put new wine in old wineskins. Now, you guys know that I'm not a preacher, and you know that I say all kind of stuff that probably is questionable when it comes to religion. But trust and believe God is not double-minded. And I'm telling you, and you should be able to hear the truth when it crosses your ears. So you have to start asking yourself, hey, am I doing this or am I not doing this? What am I a part of this, right? So you're saying, hey, I am blessed and highly favored, but you keep scrolling, comparing yourself to other people who are putting fake news on. And then you're comparing yourself, and then you start doubting yourself 10 minutes later. Man, am I really the one? Am I really worthy? Why are they doing it? And I know that they're doing it wrong. But they're lying to you, and you're buying into it. That's being double-minded. And that double-minded energy keeps you emotionally exhausted, spiritually stuck, and financially frustrated. So what's the cost of being double-minded? You know, this just isn't a mindset issue. Let's get that straight. It's a manifestation issue. And when your spirit, speech, and strategy aren't aligned with the law of attraction and the law of action, God's favor can't lock in for you because your double-mindedness is leaking energy. You're confusing your own mind. And if you don't know, you have a conscious mind and a subconscious mind. And when you tell your subconscious mind that I am blessed and highly favored, and then you start crying right after that in your conscious mind, it confuses you. It confuses your subconscious mind because your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between the truth and a lie. It doesn't know which one is true, so it assumes both of them are true. So the latest thing that you said is the thing it's going to remember. And if you think about what you're saying, what you're thinking, what you're doing, you're saying more negative that's holding you back than you are positive. I'm just telling you, I hope you're listening to me. I hope that you're dialing into what I'm saying. And I don't know you, so I'm not judging you. I judge my circle. I tell my circle, when they say something like I told my client, when they say I'm praying for a blessing, I wish God would bless me and help me get out of this mess. And I've been telling you how to get out of the mess, or I'm telling you how to get out of the mess. Don't snub your nose at a rowboat to save you when you're lost in the ocean because you're waiting on a yacht. And that's what people are doing. That's being double-minded. So I give you one last example. It's like charging your phone with one of those frayed cords. It's connecting, it's disconnecting, it's connecting, it's disconnecting. You never really get a full charge. And that's what your belief system is doing. You're short-circuiting your own belief system. So what are some signs that you might be double-minded? You start a project and then you figure out a reason not to finish it, right? You start it, but you don't finish it. You say, I trust God with all my heart, but you stay up all night wringing your hands and worrying. Here's something that I believe that I've been saying to myself. I don't share it with other people, but I'm going to share it with you. You can do your work. God gave you the gifts to do what you can do. So you can do your work. You cannot do God's work. And God will not do the work that he gave you the ability to do. So he's not going to do your work and you can't do his work. So you need to lock in and figure out, what am I in charge of, and do it to the absolute best of your ability. We're talking 24K. I was watching the NFL quarterbacks episode on Netflix, and they had this episode and they call it Near Perfection. And the quarterbacks were talking about this, and all three of them said it, and they were all interviewed differently. They were saying, look, I strive for perfection, knowing I will never be perfect. But what happens is when I strive for perfection, I land on excellence. I land on excellence. And this is the mindset when you hear them say, hey, shoot for the stars, and if you miss, you'll hit the moon. That means you're still out there doing what you do. But when you just give up, when you just sabotage yourself, you're not going to hit anything. And most people truly want better. Most people don't want all this chaos. But you got to get out of the chaos, quiet yourself, and then tap into where you're truly going. Does that make sense to you? If it does, and you want to add something to, or if it doesn't, and you want to tell me why, you can text me at 419-972-1922.
Are you feeling stuck in life and finances? Introducing the 24K Life Code mobile app, your ultimate solution for personal and financial support. Available now on Apple App and Google Play stores. Our app provides online coaching with expert life, business, money, nutrition, and fitness coaches. With over 25 transformative courses, you'll master goal setting, time management, personal money management, and accountability. For less than $1 a day, you gain full access 365 days a year to the support you need. Join our thriving community, share your daily wins, and let's build your 24K life together. Download the 24K Life Code mobile app today and start living your best life.
All right. Listen, I don't know if you paid attention to commercials, but let me tell you something. We do this coaching, my team and I, in our own private community. If you didn't listen to the commercial, we do this coaching in our own private community for $24.99 a month. That's less than $1 a day. You get financial advice, you get community support, you can get online coaching. You know, we're helping people that are serious about getting help figure out how to get their finance and fitness together. Because here's the deal. If you don't realize that you need to be healthy in order to be wealthy, right? Because health is wealth, but we need the health. We need the energy to go out there and fight all these demons in the world. You need to be able to get healthy and energized to go to work and do what you do. And if you want to join a community, a real community, not the Facebook community, where they're talking about cupcakes and cookies and movies and who stole what and who did this. None of that's going on in our community. We're talking finance and fitness. You can go to DerrickGant.com and click on the mobile app, and you can join our community. Actually, it's called Create and Build. Check out Create and Build. Now, listen, let's talk about the solution for this double-mindedness. I told you what it is. I've shared with you some examples. I shared with you what happens when you have this so that you can recognize if it's you. But let's talk about fixing it, because this is all about the law of action. What actions can I take, Derek, to get out of this hot mess? Number one, you can join the community because you need a consistent group in your ear telling you about how great you are, answering your financial questions, answering your fitness questions. That's number one. Number two, decide what you believe, because the solution is one code, one truth, one direction. We call it burn the boats. I've talked about burning the boats several times. We're going to attack and we are not going back until we win. So you need one solution, one code, one truth, and one direction. And you get that by making a decision about what you truly believe. Do you truly believe that your Father above wants everything the best for you? Do you believe that you've been prepared and gifted genetically for your success? Right? Some people are super smart. Some people are super athletic. Some people are super charismatic. Some people are super funny. What's your gift? And do you believe it came from God? And do you believe that that gift will feed you for the rest of your life? Because if you do, that's the first step. If you don't, then you need to figure out what your gift is and then tap into it. I believe I'm worthy of wealth. Full stop. No edits, no ifs. I'm worthy. Man, that's a tough call because we're always being told we're not worthy. All of us. Hey, you're just a little worker bee. Go back to work and be quiet. Hey, just shut up and dribble. You're not worthy. But you got to decide that you are, regardless of what you hear. Number two, declare your standard. You have to declare who you are, what you're here to do, why you're here to do it, unequivocally, unshakable. Declare your standard. Speak it, write it, post it, walk it. I don't negotiate my value anymore. I don't negotiate. Now listen to me carefully. If you take this attitude to work, I don't negotiate my value anymore, and you are being underpaid, don't go to work and demand a raise, because they're paying you based on what you've been showing them. What I'm saying to you is start showing them your real value, and then the money will follow. So you're going to declare your standard. And then the second one is you have to match. Your words have to match your thoughts, and your thoughts have to match your actions, your daily actions. Even when it's small, it's almost better to do it small, because doing it small is not so scary, right? I tell clients all the time, if we're going to invest, would you rather invest $1,000 and learn how the money game is going, or $100,000 and learn how the money game is going, where you might lose it? Because if you lose 10% on 1,000, it's $100. If you lose 10% on 100,000, it's 10 grand. So I teach people how to invest. Matter of fact, we have a crypto course where we teach people how to use ChatGPT to manage their resources. All of them. Their traditional investments, their traditional money. We're showing people how to take control. If you're interested in that, you should text me 419-972-1922. I'll send you the right link. 419-972-1922. And we will send you the link. So I'd say start small. It's just like changing your eating habits. You say, I'm gonna get rid of the sugar, I'm gonna get rid of the pasta, I'm gonna get rid of the bread, I'm gonna stop doing this. That's just too much. Too much. Just eliminate one. Eliminate one, conquer the one, and then go to the second one. Conquer that one, and then go to the third one. So it's easier for you to make the small changes, right? That's why when you look at your 401k plan, you probably have more money in your 401k than anywhere else in your investment portfolio, because you don't see it, and you don't see it because there's small numbers. Every pay period, you're putting 6 to 10% of your money in there. The goal is 17, but we're not going to talk about that. 6 to 10%, getting that match, and it's going to be the biggest investment you probably will ever make in your life, okay? Because you don't see it and you don't stress about it. So here's a quote for you. Stop leaving the back door open for the old you to sneak back in. Make your decision final. Lock the back door. Don't let the old you. So once you make that decision, once you declare your standard, once you know that your mind is matching your words, what's matching your actions, lock all exits. There's only one way to go. Remember, I told you, one code, one truth, one direction. So let's talk about realignment when you slip, because you're going to slip. We all slip and mess up. The reaction, though, is that you can't stay there. Number one, don't beat yourself up. Just reset, recommit, and realign. Don't stay there wallowing in that hot mess. My partner yesterday was having a tough day. She says, I'm really feeling anxious, right? And she was annoyed. But once she decided it was over, I kept asking, well, what do you want to do to feel better? She goes, no, I'm already better. I told you, I decided. I didn't believe her. So I kept asking, hey, do you think we should do this just to make life lighter? Nope. I told you, I'm good. Stop asking me. And I was like, you know what? You're right. You're right. Do this for yourself. Do it for yourself. Decide, declare, and then make sure your actions, your words, and your thoughts are all lining up. You don't need a new month. You don't need a new mindset. You don't need a new month. You just need a new mindset. You don't need to worry about everything on the whole, one thing at a time. Every moment is a choice to agree with your breakthrough or your breakdown. I'm going to repeat that. Every moment is a choice to agree with your breakthrough or your breakdown. I promise you, I got this from Oprah years ago. She has a mantra, and I don't know if she still uses it. Who knows? But it worked for me. And here's the key to what I'm getting ready to tell you. When something resonates deeply in your soul, when it resonates in your heart, when it resonates in your mind, when it resonates, you so that is me, then keep it. When somebody says something to you that doesn't resonate, keep it moving. It's not for you. It doesn't line up with your frequency. But I was driving and I was listening to something, maybe an Oprah interview or something. This was tons of years ago. And she said, every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. And I was like, that is so deep. That is so me. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. And let me tell you when I started saying it. When ish was hitting the fan, when things were tough is when I would say it, right? Because when things were great, I didn't need to say it. I said it then too. When I had a huge win, I'm like, oh, this ain't nothing. Every day, things are getting better and better. Every day in every way, things are getting better and better. That means that I'm getting healthier. I'm getting wiser. I'm getting smarter. I'm getting stronger. I'm getting wealthier. I'm getting nicer. I'm getting kinder, right? Every day in every way. Find your own mantra. I like that one. I mean, I really do. My partner says, everything always works out for us. I love that too. I love that too. It's kind of an elevated version of the other one, or a quicker version of the other one. So let today be the last day that you speak confusion over your life, because we are speaking consistently over our lives. Speak with clarity, speak with power, and speak with truth. And then you just go live it. You just go live it. Speak with clarity, power, and truth. Don't tell yourself things never work out for me. I always lose. That is not your truth. And if it is your truth, we need to change your truth. You need to buy a copy of that book, the 24K Life Code. Go look it up. It's available everywhere. And then just leave it alone. No more double-mindedness. No more mixed signals. This is how you become unstoppable. This is the 24K. This is the work. When people say you need to work on yourself and they don't tell you how, this is how. What are you saying? What are you believing? What are you doing? What are you thinking? What's your foundation? That's my time, family. I appreciate you for locking in, for leaning in. I pray that you've garnered something out of today's show that will help you elevate. Until next Sunday, stay focused, stay faithful, stay fearless. This is Derek Gant signing off from the 24K Life on Vibe106.com. Be your best, bring your best, leave nothing to chance. You know what? I promise you that you need a show and you need a producer. My producer is Amin Poet Production Company, Mr. Charles Reynolds. For your musical needs, when sound is all you got, visit aminpoet.com. If you're ever in Ohio or Michigan and you find yourself needing help fast, call out 2-day bail bonds at 419-944-3495. And a special thanks to Eugene, you're in the kitchen with DJ Jamalot for the support and the sound of the Vibe 106. I'm Derek Gant, and I pray that you know that you were called and coded for greatness. Hey, I'm going to give you one more tidbit. Don't forget the 3 rules. It is to have one truth, one code, and one direction. Have a great day. You're listening to the 24K Life on Vibe. What the heck that was?